Hello wonderful people, welcome to Maria Nice Designs. We'll be using Ink on 3 Blackout Ink, the silver brush in number 4, Brutus Monroe 140-pound watercolor paper, and Ink on 3's Heels to You stamp set, Faber Castell Albrecht Durer watercolor pencils. Here I'm just stamping the Heels to You stamp using the We Are Memory Keepers Precision Press Advanced, and we're using some Albrecht Durer from Faber Castell watercolor pencils. I'm going to be coloring in the magnolia on this really pretty shoe, and I will put on some music and have you enjoy, sit back and relax, and I'll be back soon. Thanks for watching. Here I forgot to turn the camera back on, so my apologies for that, but I'm just shading in the base of the shoe there, and as you can see, and I'm going to continue to color the rest of the shoe in. And thanks again for joining me, and I will be back shortly. As you can see here, the color is a little lighter, and it's basically the same phthalo blue. It's just that I put more water in the brush, and that's why it lightens the color. At this point, I'm using a semi-wet brush, and I'm applying it onto the tip of the pencil to get some color from the pencil directly. And that also will lighten the color a bit. You can have a little bit more control as to how much of the watercolor goes onto the paper. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm doing some shadowing, and you cannot put the pencil on the wet surface, so you have to put the pencil onto a dry surface and then go back on with the wet brush. And then you just spread it out and it comes out like this. Thanks again. I'll be back shortly. It's very important to keep a sharp point on your watercolor pencils, or any pencils for that matter that you would color with, because that way you can continue to get a very fine line. Also, pressure application. The more pressure you apply, the more pigment you put down, the darker and deeper the color will be. So that also helps with the depth and dimension and the coloration, your shading and all of that. So you can really use one pencil to get variations of the same color. So that's basically what I did with the dark phthalo blue there. And I'm coming in with the brush at this point, and I will continue to play some music. Keep enjoying. The shoe here, or rather the side, it's going to be rounded, and it'll have a lighter shade of a phthalo blue there, so that it gives it the illusion of roundness. So it'll bring that aspect of the shoe forward. So that's what I'm going to be doing there, and I'm just going to continue to deepen the side a bit. I figured there's light coming in from the left side of the shoe, but sort of towards the front of the shoe as well. So you'll see that once I get to the shading for the rest of the shoe, you'll see where the light source is coming from. But it is sort of from the left front. I don't know how else to describe it other than that. But I will be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching again. add some clean water to pick up some of the paint that kind of went out of lines there. And then I'm going to add back the mauve to shade the outer area there. And I will be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Here's the final card on the exterior, and this is the interior. And I want to thank you for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. Blessings. Bye-bye.